guys, I'm Manpreet and I make book related videos on this channel. And in today's video, I have a very special guest over here, a top book blogger of the country. She is the top book blogger and she also has a YouTube channel where she talks about a lot of books. And her reading is so much. I mean, Sankalpita here recently put up a video which is huge when it comes to a wrap up. So I love how she reads and I love how she reviews, and I wanted to talk to her about book blogging. So I invited her over here. And Sankalpita, thank you so much for agreeing to do this with me. And yes, say hi to the Indian Booktuber family, please.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's such a wonderful opportunity, and I have always wanted to interact with you, but somehow, things are supposed to happen when they are supposed to happen. So now we are here.
Yes, definitely. And guys, I don't know how many of you would know, but Sankalpita lives in this beautiful place called Hampi, which is a very historical and a nice place. And I've always wanted to visit there, Sankalpita. So whenever I'm visiting, I'm going to stay at your place now. Now we are friends.
Yes, definitely. It's a wonderful area. And if you are a history buff, if you love traveling, there is just so much to explore around here. It'll be wonderful. And you don't have to ask, you just have to tell me when you are coming, and you're most welcome.
Thank you. So Sankalpita, please introduce about your blog and your YouTube channel and how your journey as a book blogger started.
So, hi, I'm Sankalpita. A lot of you might be knowing me. I run this channel called bookGeeks India on YouTube. I have around 12,000 subscribers, and I have also a blog, which is my predominant thing. I am on Booktube, but the main thing is blog. So I started my blogging journey in 2013, and it was something that just happened out of passion. So we were three friends, my husband, myself, and we have another common friend, and we did our MBA together. So we all had wonderful jobs, 9 to 6 jobs, and he used to come and meet us every weekend. He lives in Bangalore, and often because we share this love for reading, so we would often wonder about book blogs and if we can do, because we were always looking for recommendations, and we thought that there are not enough websites talking about Indian books. There are not enough people talking about books. So it just started as a thought, and we thought, yeah, all three of us love reading, and he's a journalist, so all three of us love writing also. So why not do something just on a whim? So it was out of all those many ideas, this one idea we could actually, materialize and plan upon and work upon. And it started on a whim. There was no strategy. So it just came out of passion. It was nothing serious because we all were in jobs, and it's quite difficult to do things professionally if you're working also.
Perfect. And what about your journey so far? How has it been? Has it been difficult to, start a book blog instead of maybe if you had gone for something else, some other niche, or you recently then shifted to YouTube? So how is it different? How the book blogging and booktube is different for you?
Book blogging and booktubing is different because I think the readers and the audience is different. People on YouTube are different from people who who come on book blogs. So that is a difference between audience, and it's something that did not come strategically. So we had no plans when I finally decided to leave my job, because I think uh, my major consideration was not exactly booktubing. I left my job because I had a daughter, and we are a very small family. It's just me and my husband. So it was impossible for me to leave my daughter, and I live in a very small town. So there are no creches available here. So that is what my consideration was. So I thought, now that I'm finally leaving my job, let me do it full time. So that's how the idea of booktube I got. And back then in 2013, especially small towns, we didn't have a very good internet connection. I remember if we used to download movies, it used to take like 1 or 2 days to get movies. And like we didn't even have 2G, so it was impossible to start YouTubing then. But when the connectivity improved and we also got access to internet, then I thought, yeah, maybe this is possible. Why not take the next step and go to booktubing?
So how would you rate both of the things you do? Book blogging, is it better or easier for you, or is the booktube a better space?
I think both are wonderful. I have not thought like that. I think both are wonderful in their own ways. Like there are a lot of opportunities which both of them offer, and if you are consistent, then both are wonderful options.
Great. I actually gave you a very tough choice, right? Choosing between two of your babies. Sorry about that. A lot of my viewers continue asking me about starting a book blog, and I think you are the authority in the country about book blogging. So, what are your tips on how to start and how to grow as a book blog?
It's very easy. uh, Focus on your passion. If you're thinking about starting a blog, especially a book blog, do not do it because you want to earn money. Just do it because you're really passionate about books, because you love reading and you love talking about books. You want to share your love for books with everybody. The second thing is be consistent, be regular in your content. You have to be regular. Third thing I would say is focus on a niche. Do not diversify, because initially book blog is something which takes a lot of time to grow. It's not something that gets a very easy traffic. So we were always kind of focused on that particular aspect. Like that's the reason we registered also as book geeks, because we were very sure that we are not gonna go away from this. My like the other friend of ours who is a journalist, so he writes about sports, and he was actually a lot interested in writing about sports. Similarly, I do a lot of crafts. I also do a lot of travel. But then somehow we stuck to this thing that no, we are going to cater to one single niche, and it has to be only books.
I actually have been, working with this idea even more. These days, I've just seen that even as a book blog, if go even more focused on that. For example, you pick up a genre called fantasy or something like that, or just romance, it will
Yeah.
reach your
Yes.
tempo, right? So instead of like even diversifying inside BookTube, you could really just have your authority over one particular genre, right?
One particular genre. Like you would have seen a lot of recent trend. This recent trend is there that people are focusing only on non-fiction. People are focusing only on romance. So that's right. That's right.
A lot of people on my channel continue asking me about doing book reviews, okay? And honestly, I do not read anybody's book reviews but yours, Sankalpita. I have always I have seen your blog. I didn't even know you back then, but I would read your blog and I would just be so inspired. Like, how can somebody write so nice book reviews? You just like break down the book in so many different ways, and you pick up points which I would have never thought about. So a lot of people continue asking me, Manpreet, how to do the book reviews. So the real person who should be asked this question is you. So tell me, how do people do perfect book reviews like you do?
The feelings are mutual. I personally admired reviewing style a lot, and in fact, I've had a lot to learn from you. I love the way you you are so honest, and you're so like in your face. I want that to happen to me, because I always try to be polite. I don't want to hurt anybody. So that is one thing that I always feel bad about. But this is something that I've learned from you over the years. I've seen that, yeah, it's okay to bash things. I was always focused on constructive criticism, but now I find it is okay to bash, because people are investing time in reading. People are investing time, their money in purchasing a book, in buying a book. So it is okay to bash something. It's absolutely fine. So I I have learned to be more straightforward because of you. But personally, I feel uh, it's just. I mean, I haven't planned a particular way of reviewing books. It just happened because over the years I've done so many reviews that it just it kind of came in marginal increments. So if I'm doing something, then I just wonder, why not add this? And the present format that I review in is a result of that. So I always like to talk about the good in books also. No matter how bad a book is, I think there is always something that you can tell the author that they can work upon. And I write my reviews in such way that people who are reading and people who are writing the book also, they both have something to learn from it. Personally, I always advise the author that these are the things that you can work upon. These are the things that you need to change or you can do better. And my advice and my opinion is not final. You should take opinions from everybody else, anybody else, and other book bloggers also, because See, one reader is not everybody. One reader is not your entire audience or readership. So
And do you take some sort of notes while reading the book to remember what you are going to talk about in the review?
I do. So I take audio notes, then I have post-its that I try to stick, and mostly I have this notepad where I just simply write down. And these days, because a lot of books that I'm reading are on Kindle, so Kindle makes it very, very easy. So you have this notes section where you can highlight and you can note down whatever thought comes to your mind. If you like something, if you like a quote, you can just take it down, like note it immediately. So it makes it very helpful. And yeah, because the exact time that you're reading something, the thought is most clear and fresh. Oftentimes, if you sit and review a book later, you tend to forget certain things, very minuscule things, but those really count, those really matter.
Yes, definitely. I have been asked to review a lot of books that I have actually read in the past, and people say, "Why don't you review them?" I'm like, I have to read it again if I have to review it now. I don't
Yes,
have my notes.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's very difficult to remember books that you have read. Like I have read almost a year back. I cannot review a book which I read last year. It I have to read it again to review.
Same with me. One of the most important questions, which I think my audience would want to know about this, would be the business side of book blogging, how to make money, and is there good enough money to make? So please tell us about that.
There is decent money if you are passionate. There's decent money if you're consistent, but I would say do not start only because you want to make money, because your intention should be passion, because only things only matter, like you will give your best only if you're passionate about something. Like I remember when we started the first, like the most purest of joy that we all experienced was when people started sending us free copies. So we were like, all these years we were purchasing books and spending a lot of our budget on books, and now people are ready to send books to us for free. So that's something amazing. So despite the fact that we had decent jobs, this was a pure source of happiness that only comes when you are passionate about something. Even in the initial years, we did not focus on money. We were always interested in investing in technology and investing in good platforms, in good opportunities that would get us results, get our website much better in terms of ranking and in terms of traffic, in terms of SEO. But this thought of earning money came very, very late. So
Nice.
if you are really passionate about book blogging, just focus on content, just focus on reviews, focus on what you are giving your readers. If your readers are actually happy reading about your reviews and talking and listening, or reading you talking about books, then that is the thing that should matter the most to you.
That's true. I guess if you start for money, I think book blogging is not the niche you would actually want to go for, right? I've always
Yeah.
regarding my videos, don't do it for money because you'll be in for a shock when it comes to the money aspect.
Yes.
Still, what would be the income sources that you have when it comes to book blogging?
When it comes to book blogging, my only income sources are through book reviews, because though I have a good readership, I have around 75 to 80,000 visits a month, users a month, but I don't focus on Google Ads. In fact, I do not put them on my website because I somehow feel that they kind of bring look of the website down. So I do not focus on that. The only way I make money is through book reviews, where authors, debut authors especially, because they don't get the adequate attention, and sometimes they don't have the means to popularize their book and to promote their books and get noticed on big platforms. So that is the reason they come to me for honest book reviews. And that's how I make money. I charge because I spend time in reading their book. I spend time in giving them a list of positive things that they have done, a list of things that they can improve upon, and it's a kind of beta reading cup book review. So my book reviews are something, but I also tell the author that this is what you can do to make yourself better. So that is, it's a two-way thing.
I actually also, I think this is the only way that is actually that actually works when it comes to monetization on a book blog or booktube or something, because ad revenues from
Yes,
YouTube also, they are very very small, and
very, very small.
they won't even pay for the books you are buying in a month. So
No,
and I also have like affiliate income, but then again, a 200 rupee book would give you like barely 10 rupees if somebody
that's it.
buys a 200 rupee book. So only thing that works in this niche is definitely book reviews, and I definitely support this. I feel like there is a lot of negativity around the sponsored reviews, but people do not understand how much it takes to actually read a book, and then actually break down everything you have read and tell them and give them a feedback, and then also give it to your audience, because you are also using your influence to promote your book, promote their book. So then I feel like it's really a fair deal to be charging for book reviews. So that's something I really support. Sankalpita, so these were all of my questions. A lot of my viewers wanted to know about book blogging, and we are really thankful for you to be over here to discuss about book blogging. And is there anything, any kind of tips you would like to share with the people who want to start a book blog, or even a booktube channel, and something that we haven't discussed yet?
uh, when it comes to booktube, I think people should definitely follow Manpreet because she's the best. She was there in the beginning, and she was I think she is still is a source of inspiration for everyone because she's so consistent. I really want to be like you. Like, I see you putting the videos out there, even though you talk about your reading slumps, even though you talk about your phases where you don't feel like doing, but you still manage to do it. I'm always amazed by how diligent you are. So people, if you're looking for advice on booktubing, trust me, she's the one to talk to, not me. And seriously, if I feel down, I just watch her videos because they're so amazing. And the way she talks about books, though, that with that kind of innocence and pure love, pure excitement, that is something that I really want to cherish. So, and that kind of brings me back into the loop. So every time I take a break from booktube, and I almost every year I take 1 or 2 months away from booktube. It just happens. And every time I see Manpreet's video, and I'm like, wow, no, I have to go back because this is something I love and I want to be like her.
That is so sweet of you. And honestly, I also do that. I'm not big with commenting or anything because I feel weird, but otherwise, I go to your channel. Every time I'm like, I'm not reading any books. Like, you are the source I go to for, like, just inspiring myself of. Sometimes I get so sick of like bad books written by Indian authors, so many self-published books that I do not like. But then I'm like, I really want to promote Indian literature. So for inspiration, I go to your channel, and I watch your reviews, and I watch your wrap ups, and then I get so inspired. Then I'm back on track. So it's, I think, mutual. I also use your channel as inspiration and to get back on track.
I'm saying I'm quite overwhelmed by it. I did not know this. So it's a really good thing. It brings me immense joy.
Earlier, I used to actually comment, but nowadays, what happens is I'm usually doing something else while watching the videos. I'm either eating my food or watching on TV. So I'm like, I'm just always watching your videos for sure. If I'm not commenting, you should always know that I'm that one view that never comments. Anyway, Sankalpita, thank you so much for joining. And this was it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you check out Sankalpita's channel as well as blog if you haven't already. I mean, if you really want to start your career as a book blogger or booktuber, you definitely need to follow her for inspiration and just to understand how it's done, especially the book review part. So, yes, thank you so much, Sankalpita, for being here. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thank you so much for watching. This is the end of this video. And would you like to, close this out for me?
Okay, guys, thank you so much for having me here. Thank you so much, Manpreet. And if you have any questions about book blogging or booktubing, go to Manpreet for booktubing. Come to me for book blogging. We'll be happy to help you out. Come to Instagram, or otherwise just comment on this video or any of my videos. I'll be happy to help you out. So I really hope you enjoyed this session, and that's it from us.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Manpreet and Sankalpita signing off, and we'll be back with another video very soon.
Bye.